继续齿轮侦探，这次应该是第一章了。第一章正式开始，进入到可以探索的阶段，那就 action solve look around. I look around the office, but nothing jumps out at me. You are so neat, Kyoja. There's nothing worth doing as your wife. If I could pick up after you, I could say you'd be lost without me. That's what I did for my father. He always left things everywhere. That's so unfair. I thought it was a good thing to be neat. Why was she unhappy? Solve. First, we have to make sure we are dealing with a murder case. Let's head to IXG. IXG Japan branch has been added to the location. We need to ask about the other locations and gain access to them. Yeah, let's ask Yukiya. Also, there's one other thing I want to ask Yukiya. One other thing. IXG Japan branch, front of the building. 这就是 Chapter1 那个封面。The IXG Japanese branch, the largest building and landmark in town. I heard there's a really posh restaurant on the viewing deck at the top. I'm always amazed how intimidating this building is when I walk up close. I can recognize it from the window of our office despite the distance. 很高是吧？ Thanks to Yukiya working here and hiring us, we are still in business. I know, I hate to admit it, though. Our work connections will eventually grow. We should ring him now. 哇，这么复杂 Think back. What kind of company was IXG again? If I remember correctly, IXG is a multinational corporation with a head office based in America. Its main business... 这应该是没有一撇的吧 Its main business lies in the manufacturing of military equipment. Unlike Amabishi, who is a conglomerate, IXG specializes in the field. Their talent scouts were good at what they did, and also key to IXG's success. In fact, they scouted Yukiya in junior high when he was called a prodigy. That's how Yukiya found employment at IXG instead of going to high school. Junior high 是中学。Yukiya was the secretary, but he pretty much ran the branch by now. There were several rumors surrounding IXG regarding wars. Most were false. That's about all I can remember on this place. I'm always amazed how intimidating this building when I walk up close. 这已经看过了。Talk to Mari. Hey, Kyo-chan, IXG is a global enterprise, isn't it? Yes, it is. Why did such a large company build an office here in Camellia Hills? Because they manufacture weapons. That doesn't give them a positive image. Assisting the development of a town like this gives good publicity. To me, it looks like their plan was a success for the most part. Call Yukiya. I should call Yukiya. What is it? I need a favor. We are in front of the building now. Can you come out? Alright, give me 10 minutes. 10 minutes. He says he will be here in 10 minutes. As brief as always. Actually, it took longer than usual this time. It amazes me how you two can get each other in so little words. You two must be connected at a really deep level. Oi, Mari. Oi, 都来了。Oi, Mari. Don't make it sound weird. Yukiya's always busy. I don't want to waste his time making small talk. It's not like I don't want to talk to him. He said he'd talk more if talking would get his work done. He makes interesting conversation through. He'd be a good host. I won't deny that. Oh, there he is, Yukiya. We are over here. 10分钟这么快的吗 Sorry, I kept you waiting, but I'm really busy. Make it brief. Make it brief. I may be brilliant, but that doesn't mean I can skip work. We need access to a different crime scene. Anyone will do. That should be easy enough. What are you on? I need to find out if there are time scars there as well. There was one in the Zena employee's house that I didn't make. It's possible someone changed the past in order to kill that man. So you need proof to back up your theory. Very well, I will get you access. But I will send you the location by email. Cheers. There's one more thing I need to check with you. One more thing. Go on, I'm listening. Why is it 6 days after the last incident? You do know, don't you? That my power only works within a 120-hour window. That's 5 days. I'm in charge of your project even now. Of course I know. The ability to change the past may sound almighty, but it had its limits. I could only interfere up to 5 days back into the past. I couldn't charge or see anything beyond that. There was nothing I could do to bring my father back. I was the same with this case. Now that over 5 days had passed, there was nothing I could do to stop it. Your initial response was too late. We might have been able to stop it. That's because I wasn't aware of the situation. During the business trip, I couldn't get in contact with anyone. I had no other choice. I couldn't afford to be mistaken for a spy. There is one thing I can tell you though. The business trip was not my idea. It came from head office. Head office? You mean America? Yes, they asked for me by name. I couldn't refuse. Do you think someone wanted you to keep you away from this case? Your guess is as good as mine. If there isn't anything else, I will have to get back to work. 这马里就跟吉祥物一样。Yukiya will contact us in time. Let's go back to the office for now. Talk to Mari. Yukiya was cool as ever. I'd say he's about 1/3 as cool as you, Kyo-chan. 1/3. Putting aside Mari's subjectivity, Yukiya is an attractive guy, but he lives for his work and never dates. Never dates. He's still popular, except he's always giving ladies the cold shoulder. Before he left junior high, he'd had more than his fair share of romance. But I had no interest in it at all, so I never asked him about his love life. 那可以 move 了是吧？是邮件发过来，所以先回总部了。Just as we got back, we got an email from Yukiya with information we'd asked for. Crime thing had been added to the location. There's a location not far from here. Let's go check it out. Zena Executive's estate. It might also be a good idea to check the Zena employee's house again. 真的假的？还去这儿干嘛？ Front of estate. The house isn't burned down at all. I guess they managed to put it out fast. It looked unscathed. Maybe the room is alright too. That would be convenient. 还进去 Crime scene. According to Yukiya's information, this is where an incident occurred. 这里就是 crime scene. There were policemen back there. Is it okay for us to be here? Yukiya's already talked to them. We are fine, as long as we behave. Hey, Kyo-chan, look over there on the wall. I looked where Mari was pointing. There were a few red patches on the wall. It's blood. We are definitely in the right place. It's blood. Back and a detective. 这个地方到底干嘛用的 ？Front of estate. 然后就不能进去了，应该可以进去了吧？原来是这样的设计，那就是只能到这儿是吧？不能再进那个房间了。有的呀。它这个选项是会随着地方而变的吗？比如说回这儿呢？呀。对，我干嘛一直用这种鼠标？可以用那个手柄。Talk to Mari. Hey Mari, our finances really that tight? Yeah, it's super duper bad. If I cut any more corners, it would affect your work. We are in a pinch. Cut corners. You didn't notice. The vinyl curtains in the fridge. Baking soda for detergent and stuff. I didn't notice at all. Kyo-chan, I know you aren't interested, but it's your job to observe. It was my fault that Mari was being put through such trouble. When I took jobs, I often changed the client's past to fix a problem. Obviously, when I did that, it meant we never got paid things they'd forget. I should ask Yukiya to find me jobs after this for Mari's sake. Skiko, can I ask if there anything strange has happened lately? Strange? It can be anything like an unexpected letter. A letter? My father might have got something, but I can't be sure. All I get are pizza, delivery, leaflets, and such. Nothing important. Sorry, that's not much help, is it? No, you don't need to apologize, Skiko. Don't worry about it. Now we've got a location. It isn't far. Let's head over. If it's a serial murder, we should be able to find some connecting clues. Maybe I should search the internet. I doubt there's much information related to the case, but it's worth a try. Sitting down at my desk, I booted up my PC. What should I search for? Oh, soccer news. Japanese Football League, JFL, transfer news. Sayama Inwidere and Volpe Togane are set to seek new reinforcements. After consecutive defeats, both teams were relegated this May. Their sponsors are aiming to have them promoted again next year. They are sure to keep up a storm when the summer transfer window opens. Volpe's sponsor was IXG and Inwidere's sponsor was Amabishi. It's like a war by proxy. Camellia Hills is a city under special legislation. Population 360,000. Its sudden growth is due to IXG's involvement in city development. Name Camellia Hills comes from the ruling lord of the 800s. Originally sister cities with Latoua, a city in Wizard-Rock. Cooperation between the cities resigned during Wizard-Rock's civil war. There's so much I don't know about my own neighborhood. Come to think of it, I know Zena's headquarters are based in Camellia Hills, but I don't know the exact location in the city. I should look it up. I found Zena's address quite easily. Oh, it's in working distance. Only authorized personnel are allowed to enter. We might find a clue if we could get in the building through. Local news. Amabishi announced the closing of their premier sports club. The club will be closed at the end of the business today, pending review. What? No way, it's closing today. Whoa, what is it, Mari? You are being awfully loud. This is dreadful, Kyo-chan. Have you been there before? Wait, no, of course you haven't. What was that supposed to mean? Okay, I haven't been there, but all girls dreaming of going someday. Is it famous? You must have heard of it before, Skiko. The members only salon gets your skin all smooth and plush. What kind of word is plush? Plush. And you are still young, no need to worry. Kyo-chan Aiko has to be the best version of herself now. I have a suspicion this is going to be a long rant. Kyo-chan, did you know there's a really massive pool there? If that's so, wouldn't it be nice if you could get before it closes? 剧情还真挺长的。哦 ，Zena HQ 有了。在不同的地方，不知道对话会不会有不一样的 ？Action 哦，还真 Talk to Marty. It's so peaceful. It's as if the fire earlier never happened. Yes, maybe it was dealt with quickly since it's an upper-class district. But please know when to be reliable. 啊，可以勾引的。Cleaning must be a pain when you live in such a spacious house. They employ staff to do the cleaning for them. Lately, I hear there are robots that clean up and down the house. If we got one day, I'd have nothing to do. You are so clean even without me one. Don't worry, we don't have funds to hire help, let alone buy a robot. Kyo-chan, that isn't reassuring at all. A cleaning robot? I've got a small one, but I rarely use it. Doesn't it feel better to tidy your own place yourself? Yes, Kiko, you are such a good example. Hear that, Kyo-chan? Are you saying I should clean up more? I don't mind. What? Wait. No, don't. You can make more of a mess if you like. Make up your mind. There was a fire when we were looked up, but the room seemed all right. It makes me wonder if we had to be so frantic trying to get out. It looks a thing that could mean it will be hard to find something new. We were pretty thorough the first time around. We could look again, but I think we should search the other things first. 所以那个火灾其实应该是假的，只是有烟而已。他们只看到了烟，不代表那就是火灾，可能是人为的阴谋。This area is an upper-class neighborhood. Some bad burglary cases occur now and then because of that. I've surveyed the area before, just in case we got a job here. If only one of the rich people would hire us, we'd hit the jackpot. Need I remind you that our price is fixed, regardless who the client is. If you had even 1% of the business sense Yukiya does. Business sense. Crime scene, IXG, Japan branch. 最有趣的应该是那个 crime scene 哦，这里已经做完了。Zena HQ, front of the building. 啊，这儿。The Zena headquarters isn't as big as IXG, but it's still massive. Your father works here, right, Skiko? Yes, but I would prefer not to see him and get him involved. Understood. We won't let your father know, I promise. There's a security guard by the entrance. We have to find a way in. Before I'd finished, Muddy just walked straight forward to the door. Naturally, she was thrown out by the scruff of her neck. I failed, Kyojang. He said only authorized personnel are allowed. I knew your chance of success was zero, but I admire your courage. I've got it. I will just use my womanly charms. That's impossible. Are you trying to say I'm still a child? Hey, that buff guy has been glancing at Skiko. Really? Well, you are pretty. It makes sense. He's totally infatuated with you. Wow, I had no idea you could pick up on a guy's feelings so easily. Skiko could distract the guard whilst we stealthily give it a rest. Even if the guard gets distracted, we still need to get through the security gate. That means we'll probably need a car to get in, which we don't have. If only we had a contact inside Zena. I don't talk to Muddy. They only let authorized personnel in. Dang it. Well, that's obvious. If we asked Skiko's father, then maybe he... sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. Let's look somewhere else. We will find a way. There's a security guard by the entrance. We need a pass to get in. 看来这里还不应该来了。还有哪儿啊？那就只有 crime scene 了，只有 crime scene 了，就是一个什么角落。Talk to Muddy. Somebody died here, right? Yes, but somebody died at the first house too. Why bring it up now? I know, but back then it didn't hit me. Understandable. They are still inspecting, so this place isn't clean yet. To be honest, this scares me. When I think that I might be the next to end up this way, I will protect you. After my father died, I swore I'd never let anyone else become a victim. Was your father murdered? The police said it was an accident, but it was murder. I'm sure of it. Father was killed. Only I and the criminal know. If it was an accident, that message would never have been left behind. Message? Revenge. Oh. The hatred in that word has never left me since then. Look around. This incident happened before the other one, didn't it? Why is it that the other house is already clean, but this one not yet? It depends on the state of the investigation. It sometimes happens. Besides, there are people living in the other house. There's more reason to clean up than not to. This place is secluded. I guess they can afford to preserve the scene. I will check to see if there's a time scar here. What? Right, let's see what we can find. Lifting my fringe, I focused my eye. Shrun? What is it? I found it, a time scar. So there was one here, after all. So that means something really not good, right? 等于没说。那这样人干嘛？哎， 真的假的？那没东西能干了。那只有这一种可能了。这要是跟我想的不一样就完蛋了。哎呀，不是那个，不是 move back。He's probably too busy to pick up the phone. But you might as well. There's nothing to do, nothing to lose. 没人接住。Hello, Kyosuke. What is it this time? What's with that weird imitation? What? I thought I did pretty well, so did he answer? No, it went to the voicemail. Guess he's busy after all. Let's investigate the other locations first and call him again later. 这没事情干了呀。去存个档。开始说了solve. The time scars at the murder scenes weren't made by me. Was it the same person that looked us up in the Zena employee residence? We'd better go and find out. 原来如此。这就是 solve 的意思。Study 这就可以直接去了。就刚刚其实是来早了。Look around. Come to think of it, there was something I didn't check when we escaped the room. What if the fire was caused by the criminal? I should check it out. 这怎么 check? Kyo-chan, are you changing the past? I'm just checking to see if there's another time scar here. There's another time scar here that wasn't there before. The fire was caused by the criminal interfering with the past. The same person. Now we know they know of our existence and that they are targeting us. I will have to be extra careful protecting Skiko. The clues are adding up. Let's organize what we have now. 先 search. We've searched around, but nothing else sticks out to me. So, I found a new time scar. It must have been made at the time of the fire. But if so, where was the criminal when he started the fire? 我插一句，这感觉第二部好像剧情特别长，就是自己 explore 的这个时间或者说内容少了一点。有比如说那个序章呢自己操作的其实就一小部分，而第一章到现在为止基本上也是剧情对话，可能在剧情上会更充实一点。Where did the criminal start the fire from? 肯定是 from somewhere else. 外面 The criminal is a psychic that can interfere with the past. He could have come to the study from the future study and started it. That meant it wasn't necessary for the criminal to be inside the house. Of course, there is no evidence he wasn't in the house. I can't be certain. Hey, Kyo-chan. What is it? The criminal started the fire from this room in the future, right? It seems that way. In that case, why don't we lay and wait and ambush the criminal? That sounds like a good idea. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. After you change the past, you can't get rid of the effects. Once you've changed the time axis, the effects will always remain. After the past gets rewritten, the time axis changes. So even if the fire isn't directly started in the new future, it will always happen. I don't understand at all. In short, the fire will happen regardless of the criminal coming or not. Ho, I see. Ho. Do you really? Just a little. No, I just simply don't understand. Well, there are differences. She didn't understand anyway. So, I should go over what I've found out about this case so far. I found time scars both here and at the other scene. What happened at both of these locations? What happened at the scenes? There was an explosion. Someone changed the past. Ether reached max capacity. Ether 这个 Ether 应该这座还没出现过吧？彩蛋 The time scars indicate someone changed the past. In other words, the criminal has the power of chronokinesis. I want to confirm what we already know about this case. Yes, that seems like a good thing to do. 因为这座的标题是 Dear Detective 是侦探，所以说推理的部分会多一点，所以重视剧情什么。 There were time scars left behind both scenes, and they weren't made by you, right? Correct. I'd never been here or to the other place before today. It's safe to assume they were created by the criminal. So you've concluded the criminal is a psychic with the same powers as you. Yes, that does make it troublesome. Only the criminal and I could see the time scars. Plus, the criminal could make any number of alibis using his ability. 这是不是什么是证明是吧？法庭上用的法学的一个词。I know it's weird of me to say this since I know you do it, but as an ability to change the past kind of like foul play. You have a good point. It's a rare ability and a very powerful one at that. It's something people would die to get their hands on. A researcher would go crazy if they had the chance to study you. If we could access Xena's records, we might find information on the criminal. It would be valuable information. The problem is, how do we get in? Talk to Marty. How's it going, Marty? Have you found anything of interest? It would be much easier if I was looking for stuff in the office. Of course, it takes experience to gain the intuition needed. Like the intuition I have to figure where you hide your romance novels. Romance novels? Wait, you can get rid of that situation. Forget you know, please. Romance novel 不会是小本子的意思。There's nothing here. What is it? Marty was by the bookshelf, talking out each book and putting it back. I'm searching every nook 这应该是 book ，b 跟 n 打错了 and cranny so we don't overlook anything but Hey Kyo-chan, what do you think of this is? Marty held out her hand towards me, holding a single card. Perhaps Miss Emily had quickly hidden it between the books in a hurry. I took the card from Marty and looked it over. Looks like it's a pass card used by Xena employees. It appeared to be a smart card that also acted as an ID card. The word executive was printed onto it might have special authority. The name on the card proved it belonged to Miss Emily. I wonder if you can get inside Xena HQ with this. There's a photo on it that might make it hard, but it might be useful. Let's hang on to it for now, just in case. I put Xena ID card into my pocket. 然后就可以去那个 Xena HQ front of building. 如果有感叹号出来，就说明可以了。果然，那这期到这儿，基本都是剧情了。